Hello, my name is Patty. Nice to see familiar faces and many new faces as well. I'm a scientific training officer at the European Bioinformatics Institute. I am together here with my colleague Marta Loret, who we are both presenting here. And we are from the training team, who is related to many activities related to capacity development, and also this also involves working with different communities of practice, which brings us here. Um, core facility bioinformatics core facility scientists play an essential role in enabling research in life sciences, and there is also a growing need of highly specialized services for BCFs and on their teams. So BCF scientists typically needs to be highly specialized in their competencies, and despite the availability of some facility management courses which are made exclusively for their peculiarities, career progression for BCF scientists is often slowed down by the low offer of formal education, and which covers technical, not only technical but also soft skills, which would lead them to become senior, pursue a senior role or become a manager. And also there is very little awareness of the availability of an established bioinformatics competency framework. Mhm. Where was I? Okay, so there's little awareness of an established bioinformatics competency framework that has been a framework that was evaluated for a BCF scientist entity. And one of these cases is the ISMB competency framework, which I don't know if you've heard of. This framework was developed by the curriculum task force of the ISMB education committee. Right now it provides a minimum information standard which defines the competencies required and the levels at what they are required for bioinformatics professionals. This framework is a tool for supporting bioinformatics educators to develop courses and curricula so that they can meet the needs of graduates and their potential employers. But it is also a tool for supporting students and professionals to assess their competencies and decide on their professional development so they can better own their professional development. So if you want to get to know a bit more about this framework, the third version of this framework is available at the EMB-LEBI Competency Hub, and you're going to find the different profiles that have been linked to this framework, and the different competencies and competency levels, and some skills, knowledge skills and attitudes that have been related to each competency. So right now, how is a BCF scientist related to the ISMB competency framework? Well, the competency framework at the moment partially describes the competencies that a BCF scientist requires. So, however, the current version right now, the version 3, does not reflect the proficiency needed by a BCF scientist as they progress in their career, meaning at a beginning, intermediate, or advanced or managerial level. What would they be required? What I'm showing here is an image of the competencies and the levels that were identified as a minimum requirement for a BCF scientist. But these, we need to work more on them to better reflect these different stages. So right now, I come here on two purposes. First, to make an open call for all BCF scientists and anyone who is related to a BCF scientist work. So we can work on developing these different career stages and reflect them on the ISMB competency framework. Right now, we are on a beginning stage on working for these profiles. We have tomorrow birds of a feather session, so it's going to be our initial working meeting, so we can further develop the competencies for VCF scientists. And you're gonna find more information if you follow this the link in this QR code. You're gonna find more information, or join us tomorrow so we can better explain what we are working on and what the roadmap we're gonna follow. So that was thing one. And, to end, because I think I'm over time. Also, if you are looking for a course on bioinformatics core facility management, we are currently offering, the applications periods are still open to apply for the Managing a Bioinformatics core facility course, which is going to be face-to-face on 7 to 9 of November this year at MBOEVI in Kingston in the United Kingdom. And amongst the learning outcomes, we have to identify strengths and limitations of the core facility, design and redesigning services, and estimation of computing and human resource, also on the cost models and the impact of the core facility. So with that, I'm going to end because it's a flash talk and I think I'm over time. So thank you very much.